Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, I have discussed the syllabus of the second semester English, in which we have told the syllabus very first line, that is approach, method and techniques of teaching a language. So before starting the actual video on the approach, method and topic and techniques of teaching a language, first we have to discuss what is a language and its nature and function. So now come to the topic of language, its nature and function, the concept and meaning of the language. Language is a divine gift of God only to the man. It is a medium through which one can express his idea, thoughts, feeling and messages. It also helps a person in development of his or her personality and provide the highest honor among all other forms of life. Friends, it is a divine gift of God only to the man. It means the human beings. It's not only man or woman, but it's a human being. You know that there is other forms of life also, like animals and so any other creature, but they don't have this gift of God. It is gifted only to the human beings. Now the word language is derived from the Latin word lingua, which means tongue. It is a specific form of speech that evolved over a period of time. Now come to the definitions. According to Henry Sweet, a British linguist, he said that language reveals ideas and feeling through meaningful sound of words. Very important word is the meaningful sound. Your sound should be meaningful. Okay, what it is, the language reveals ideas and feelings. मतलब भाषा जिसके द्वारा हम विचारों और भावनाओं को व्यक्त कर सकें थ्रू मीनिंगफुल साउंड. Then next come to the, according to Oxford English Dictionary, what he says that language as words and the method of combining them for the expression of thought. You know, method of combining the words is known as syntax. When we arrange a word in a sentence according to the sense that make a syntax. Next come to O. Jefferson, a Danish linguist. What he say? He said that language is a set of human habits. It's not habit but a set of human habits, the purpose of which is to expression of thoughts and feelings. Now come to the topic of varieties of language. We may find difference in these English used in the official document, English of classical literature and the spoken English. If we want to understand the language and learns its use for various purpose, we will have to develop a clear idea about the varieties of language, which can be divided in the following ways. Friends, have you heard sometime in movies or in actual court of justice where two advocates fight the case? The terminology used by them are purely different than the terminology used by poets in the English classical literature. Or if you got the chance of the listening the conversation between a doctor and MR. Suppose if you have gone in a OPD and waiting your turns to meet the doctor and MR comes to prescribe his medicine, then you heard the conversation between these two, that is entirely different. So this is the various person with the variety of language. So having said that, now come to the varieties of language which can be divided in the following ways. The first is, before coming to the idiolect, let's go to the dialect part. Dialect, where is it? Yeah, dialect is here. So what is dialect? Dialect is a variety within a single language is called a dialect. It is variety of language, but it is not a separate language. It is made of group of speakers. Friends, हमने हिंदी में पढ़ा है कि भाषा और उसकी बोलियाँ, ये जैसे कि हिंदी भाषा में भी आपकी अवधी, मैथिली, भोजपुरी, ब्रजभाषा और खड़ी बोलियाँ हैं, उसी प्रकार से इंग्लिश में भी बोलीज होती हैं. सो व्हाट इज़ द बोलीज और डायलैक्ट? इट इज़ अ वैरायटी विद इन ए सिंगल लैंग्वेज इज कॉल्ड ए डायलैक्ट, और इट इज़ मेड ऑफ अ ग्रुप ऑफ स्पीकर. एक स्पेसिफिक एरिया के अंदर जो बाणी बोली जाती है उसको हम डायलैक्ट कहते हैं. अभी चलते हैं आइडियोलैक्ट. What is idiolect? Idiolect, it is an individual personal variety of communities language system and is thus identifiable pattern of speech. Your dialect, sorry, your idiolect is your total command of knowledge of your language. Leave this part, you can understand in that way that it is your own dialect, the way you speak, the way your individual pronunciation. Some words you speak with a certain depth, certain stress. That is your idiolect. Next, come to the isogloss. What is isogloss? Friends, you have the words of isobaric or isothermal lines. What are these lines on the geography? Have you heard that line joining equal atmosphere pressure, these are the isobaric line, and the line joining equal temperature, they are isothermal lines on the geography. In the same way, when we want to represent a language on a map of certain area, the people speaking language of a certain area of a field, that we have to represent this field through a isogloss. So what is isogloss? It is a line on the linguistic map that separate the area in which the language differs within a respective given a feature. It is the line that makes the boundaries within which a given linguistic features of phenomena can be observed. Okay. Now let's come to the function of a language. What is the function of a language? भाषा के क्या क्या कार्य हैं? So it is our emotions, desires, feeling and other human qualities are communicated within the help of a language. You think if there is no language, how we can communicate our feelings? Have you ever got a chance to experience a child with the age of 1 to 2 years? He knows few words, but he cannot make the sentence, that is arranging the words in order. So if he want something or he want a desire to get something, he indicate with some words. But if we are not able to understand that word, then you can feel the irritation by child. So this is the communicate with the help of language. If he is not able to communicate, then he irritates. Next is what? Without a language, human life would have been quite different. Yeah, we can understand this. You know, the importance of function of a language can be very well understood by a deaf and dumb person. The various difficulties faced by a person to communicate his feeling, desire and emotions. Yes, obviously because he is dumb and deaf, so he cannot express it, but we can understand problem faced by a deaf and dumb person. So The function of a language can be explained in the following ways. First is the expressive function. Expressive function means whatever you want to say from the inner heart to your beloved one, your friends, your relatives, we can simply state. This is the expression function or your अभिव्यक्त की आज़ादी. Next is the directive function. Have you heard these words, the sentence, that is your imperative sentence. What is the imperative sentence? The sentence through which we can give orders, suggest or advise. So when we give orders or suggest someone and he react according to your orders or function, then this is your directive function. Suppose if I say someone to just switch off the fan and he goes and switch off the fan, that means he is following my instruction or he is following my direction. Next is the communicative function, or the last one is informative function. Friends, in our syllabus of 4th semester, there is in computer there is a words is ICT, that is information and communication technology. So that means these two words, information and communication, these both are interconnected. So what is these? These are the first. Let us come to information. What is information? Information is a set of useful data through which we can reveal some information. So now you can think, if there is no language, how we can have the data? There may be no data without language. If there is no data, no information, then how we can communicate with this other person? So these both are interconnected. Next come to the aesthetic function. Aesthetic function is to beautify the words. Friends, you know that the same language of scientific language is very straightforward, the reasoning, and the language spoken by a poet in a poem is very figurative language, like figures of speech, idioms and phrases. He make the language very beautify. Have you heard these your हास्य कवि कुमार विश्वास, कोई दीवाना कहता है कोई पागल समझता है. So these are the nothing but the aesthetic function of a language. Now come to the preservative function. What is preservative function? This is our history. How we can preserve our history by writing the language. How we can get our history is through the Ashoka Stamp or various prescription on the stones or some bronze plates. So these are the preservative function of language. Next is the heuristic function. Heuristic function is the gaining knowledge through language, is heuristic method of speaking. So friends, in this video we have covered language, its nature and function. Now we can understand the importance of language, you know, for learning any other language or any other subject, not language but the other subject like your maths and science. The language is very important. Without language we cannot learn the maths or science. So having said the importance and function, its nature and various other definitions, we are summing up here. We will meet you in the next video with these 4 skills of a language. So till then, thank you for listening my video.